Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here, live and in living color, talking about my favorite thing in the entire world. Goddamn cryptocurrency. That's right. So we are going to be looking into some things today. I just, it's a Thursday evening. Thought I'd just do a live, chill, and go through in about 25 minutes is the plan, talking about 5 passive income dApps, which I'm in at the moment, which are, some of them are new, some of them are a little bit older. I've talked about all of them apart from one today. We're going to start with a brand new passive income dApp today that just launched, called Meander. We're going to have a look at this one. It's on Ethereum network. And we're going to go through 4 others today, and just show you different ways that you can earn passive income in crypto in high risk, low risk, well, I would say high risk and medium risk. Crypto is always risky environments, right? And different chains as well. We're going from Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain. We're going to Solana. We're going to Arbitrum. We are going to Base Chain, all over the place, right? Because that's what crypto is these days. It's stretching all over the place. If you want to learn how to bridge between networks really easily, there is a link to Rubik, which is probably my favorite bridge that I use. It's not Reflig or anything. It's just a bridge, and it's always never fails. And you basically get to look through every single chain and move and swap seamlessly. It's pretty handy for doing, the kind of things I do. I guess I'm kind of a DeFi stuntman at this point with some of the plays. And on that note, we're going to talk about the first one called Meander, right? So Meander, a pretty funny story. It was just a DM. This is how these things usually happen to me. So a DM from a friend saying, look, there's a new platform, do your own research, not financial advice, check it out. So I looked at it for a couple of days. It was doing a pre-sale and looked through the docs and had to think about, how if I will go in or not for the pre-sale. And it seemed pretty simple, but then it launched. And so from launch, I'm actually down on the pre-sale, but we're going to talk about it today because I still do think it might have potential. But yeah, you need to do your own research definitely on this one. But why not start with a new one? We always like new ones, so let's get into it. So this is called Meander. The link is in the description, meander.finance. Meander, that means like slowly moving around, meandering around, enjoying the relaxing high risk nature of DeFi. So it does have a huge disclaimer on it, which is always nice for the front page of your dApp, saying, past performance is no guarantee. This is a team which has already released dApps before, although I don't know which dApps, but I was told they have released dApps before. They tell you to do your own due diligence. Prices fluctuate, tokens go up and down. You can easily lose everything. Meander and everyone respected with Meander tell you that it's not liable for any choices you make in the, wow, what a long disclaimer. So with that said, I went into the pre-sale and the chart so far is not looking fantastic. There was a pump, but usually with these things, I'm not the kind of personality that will dump immediately on listing, although possibly I should be, because you can see from this, I did go up to about 3x from my pre-sale buy. And then very quickly, this all is only from 3 hours ago. And 3 hours later, it is way below the pre-sale. So I put in 0.4 ETH into the pre-sale for Meander. I got 200 meandering tokens, which are now worth 1.4 ETH. So it has gone down significantly, which is too bad, but that's crypto. That's what happens. Got to take it on the chin. I'm still going to go into the platform with it and let's see what we can do with the tokens and how it works. So let's join the revolution. We come to join the revolution now. It will bring you to the page. It's a very simple dApp, right? It looks a little bit daunting when you see it because there's a lot of verbiage and phrases which I've never heard before. Meander, Pithos, and the other one, what's it called? Pellets, PLTS as well, are the 3 tokens of this. There's actually 2 tokens. One of them is like an in-game token which can't be traded, right? Is how I understand it. So in the docs, they have a pretty good way of explaining how this works. Docs are also really simple and to the point. Let's go through the docs. Introduction to Meander. Meander is a cutting-edge cryptocurrency protocol that leverages a dual model token to create a sustainable ecosystem for passive income generation. This is pretty much what pulled me in. sustainable ecosystem for passive income generation. That's what I want. That's what I want, right? This unique approach allows participants to benefit from synergy between two tokens, each serving distinct roles within the protocol. I would say the way that they've designed this protocol is quite nice. I like how the three tokens, or the two tokens and the one inborn token, like work together. It is pretty cool. So the first one is called Pythos. Oh, the docs are not working. Live TV. There we go. Pythos. Pythos is the means through which passive income is generated. So if we look at Pythos, you'll see you can create a Pythos, and when you have Pythos, then you can claim out the tokens that it generates. So I have 8 Pythos in here, and it's generating this PLTS token, which I can then claim out of the protocol. And you can create Pythos by spending the other token, Meander token, the one that's bombed, right? So I can spend this, burn it out of the supply to then create a Pythos. A Pythos will then earn me the PLTS token. So of the 3 tokens, the one I mentioned, which was kind of locked in and not tradable, that is Pythos, right? So that's just your, I would say it's like your representation of the share of the earning of your PLTS token, right? So a little bit complex, but they do have a really simple diagram too. So Pythos is your means through which passive income is generated. Each Pythos requires an initial setup cost of 100 Meander token, which is burned. So I like this. It does talk about the Meander token here, and the supply is fixed. So this is not an inflationary asset. It's a fixed supply token, and you must burn the Meander token in order to create your Pythos, right? Once established, a Pythos begins generating PLTS rewards. We're going to call it pellets. Why not? I'm not sure what it means really. For the user, these Pythos can also be upgraded using pellets, allowing users to enhance the reward generation rate and boost their passive income over time. So we can actually come to the bottom here, and that's what this is all about, upgrade. So you can spend your earned pellets from your Pythos by upgrading. So if I wanted to go to level 2, for example, I would need a Pythos, and then I would also need to have the pellets token to upgrade. So if I wanted to upgrade all 8 of my Pythos, it would cost me 8 million pellets. But of course, I've only earned 100,000 pellets so far. I think I'm earning about 1 million pellets a day, roughly. Yeah, each Pythos earns 135,000 pellets per day. This is on the Ethereum network, by the way. Right. So that's the Pythos. Then we have the Meander token, which is this one, which is trading. Meander, primary token. Meander is the primary token of the Meander ecosystem and plays a key role in setting up Pythos, the foundation for generating passive income. Each Pythos requires 100 Meander to create, and they serve as the main vehicle for earning rewards within the network. The Meander token has a 3-3 tax structure, so 3% to buy and 3% to sell. These taxes are sent to marketing, development, and for staking rewards, which are not open yet. So you will be able to get stake your pellet token to earn Ethereum, okay, as well, is another part of the protocol, which is not ready yet, I think. The total supply of Meander is 175,000 tokens, which is quite low in supply, meaning that this price is way undervalued. I mean, what's the market cap now? 198,000 market cap, right? It did go up to 3 million when I should have sold, but I didn't because I don't know. You think after doing this for 5 years, I would have sold and then bought back in for way cheaper and had millions more tokens. But that's how it goes, isn't it? It's still up 80%, but it means the listing price also was below the pre-sale price, which is a bit strange as well. Anyway, so the market cap is 198,000. Liquidity locked 55,000. So anyway, Meander will be burned as people continue to buy Pythos. So watch this deflationary supply go from 175,000 and it will go down. So that's bullish, right? A deflationary token that's used to earn you ETH, essentially. And Plutus, which is the third token, which is the one I'm earning from my Pythos. So my Pythos are here. I didn't stake them. They just sit there and they do it. And my claimable rewards are here in the pellet token. Oh, Plutus is what it means. Okay, not pellet, Plutus. So Plutus is the secondary token. It serves as a secondary token in the Meander ecosystem, primarily used for upgrading Pythos from level 1 up to the maximum level 4, enhancing the rate at which rewards are generated. Additionally, Plutus can be staked to earn ETH from taxes collected by the main Meander token. So as more people trade the token, there'll be more taxes on the Meander token, and those taxes will go into a pool of ETH, and then that ETH will be rewarded to people who are staking their Plutus token. Unlike Meander, Plutus has no fixed supply, so it continually inflates. Tokens are minted and burned during upgrades, and portion will be permanently burned when staking. So when you stake, some will be burned. When you upgrade your Pythos, right, then you will also burn the Plutus token. So it will go down, but it's going to inflate much higher. Initial supply was 1 billion tokens with a starting price of approximately 0.0001 USD per Plutus, which I don't have the token yet. I'm going to show you how to find it, okay? So how does it all work? Like this. Very simple, right? Meander. You buy Meander. You then burn Meander to create a Pythos, which will then reward you with Plutus. You can then put the Plutus back in to Pythos, right, to upgrade your Pythos to earn more Plutus, and keep doing this until you just keep making loads of Plutus token. And then you can stake the Plutus token into the platform to earn ETH. And I'm pretty sure at some point as well in this, you must be able to also trade and sell the Plutus token, because that's also something that I would be interested in doing. And I think a lot of people might want to do that. But we don't know if there's any tax on Plutus or not for selling, or if we can even sell it. So we're going to find out. So I have 8 Pythos here. I'm going to see if I can claim out 100,000 Plutus tokens. So we click on claim. The wallet's coming up. $11. Oh no, Ethereum network, man. Killer. Well, we're going to do it. This is the DeFi stuntman wasting his Ethereum. Right, we're done. We have got the token. So now that this is being sent to my wallet, the good thing now is that I'm going to be able to get the contract address, because I can't find it in the docs and I can't find it in the site, but it's on chain, so it must exist somewhere, right? It must. What's happening here? What's this doing? Oh, it's still going. So while we wait for slow granddaddy Ethereum to get going with it, I'm going to quickly tell you about a giveaway. We are giving away $500. That's right. The link is in the description for this. All you need to do is follow the link in the description to Galaxy, where we're doing this with MintstakeShare. And it is a 500 giveaway, $50 to 10 people. Just complete the social tasks and you are in the draw. You still have 4 days left to get this done. So get to it, grab that money, free money. Right. Our token must have arrived by now after that shilling. Let me watch this failed transaction. Close. Okay, transaction is complete. Okay, so now we can come to this here. We will go to the Blockchain Explorer, and I should be able to use my crypto experience live on stream to find this token. There it is, Plutus, right? We got it. We found it. Total supply is 250 million, but then it said the max total supply. It doesn't have a max total supply. 38 holders of this so far. We did just launch a couple hours ago, sorry. And here's the contract for it. If you wanted to check out how it's all working, we just want to get the token contract, which is this one. So I got the token contract. We then come over to Uniswap and we will paste the token contract in here. Boom. Found it. I understand this is high risk. Okay. And we have our 105,000 Plutus tokens. How much are they worth? Is it $1 million? No, it's 19. Oh, not bad. $20. Okay, so I've made $20 from paying $11 in transaction fees, but that has been 3 hours of earning. I expect the price of Plutus to continue to go down quite fast. Let's find out what's happening with the chart for Plutus as well while we're here and just check it out. Oh, we're pumping. Something's pumping. Cool. So, it's pumped and then it's dumped like most things. Okay, so people are also speculating on this as well, market makers. So then, of course, I'm stuck in the conundrum now that I have this Plutus tokens. If I want to swap it into $19, I'm going to have to approve on Ethereum, and then I'm going to have to pay the gas, which will be more than $20 probably. So I'm going to leave this for now. can probably build it up and start selling it. The other thing I can do is I do have 200 Meander tokens, and I can do a couple things with that. I can create a Pythos, right? There's no staking yet, unfortunately, so that's too bad. But I can create Pythos. So I have 200 Meander token. I want to create 2, so I can make 2 Meander. I can make 2 more Pythos with my Meander token, which would then increase my earning of this Pythos at the same time. But we may come across the same problem because we're on Ethereum network, that the gas is going to price out any kind of small moves. So what are we here? We're custom spending cap. No, we're not going to. We're going to spend just a little bit more Meander than I would plan to. Maybe 20. Yeah, 200,000 is enough. You never approve more than you want to. Okay, $2 fee. That's okay. That's okay. I can do $2. Why no Rabby? Why no Rabby? Richie doesn't Rabby. I actually love OKX wallet. That's my favorite wallet. But the one thing, that's what I usually use when I'm not streaming. But the one thing I don't like about OKX is every time you open it, it shows you your total crypto balance over everything. And it's kind of like something I like to look at my own time. I don't want to be reminded every second of the day if tokens are pumping or dumping. And it makes streaming a bit tough as well, because I don't want to show all my bags. Of course, a little bit of privacy is nice. Yeah, I've just never gotten into Rabby. I know everyone loves it, but I'm just, I don't know. I'm just not a Rabby guy. Just not. I'm an OKX guy. Okay, we're going to try create 2 Pythos. How much is it going to cost me? Is it going to cost $13? Okay, great. So I could create 2 more Pythos for $13 if I wanted. And if we do the math there, I had 8 already. In 3 hours, I made $20 of tokens, which then costs $11 to claim. So of course, if I do want to create more of this token, I'm going to need more Meander. I'll probably have to buy more Meander token to then create more Pythos. Luckily, we could do that because the Meander token, if we can still find it. Yeah, there it is. The Meander token is cheap as chips at the moment. So if I wanted to, I could, if it was 100 for 1 Pythos, I could spend like, 1,000 probably. 1,000 ETH. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be good. Probably 1,000 0.6. Yeah, so we could just double down on the investment and start buying more of these, and then it would make the gas worthwhile. But yeah, so it's a new platform. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Hopefully it gets some Ethereum action now that the chart seems to be bottoming from the pre-sale dump. It might meander along for a little bit and then go up, hopefully, in time. Let's keep an eye on this one. Would I recommend getting into Meander right now? No, and not right now, because as you can see, well, kind of, because everyone who bought into the pre-sale, including myself, is down in the hole, which is also kind of by the blood situation. What this token needs, though, is volume. Oh, no, this is the Plutus token. Yeah, same chart, though, isn't it? What it needs, though, is for volume, right? Because the volume will generate ETH, which can then be earned from staking. If it does generate a lot of trading volume with the 3% tax, then they would get a lot more Ethereum into the treasury to then earn if you're staking with it. At the moment, just $615,000, which if you take 3% of 615,000 is not crazy amounts of money. So it does need much more trading volume and a better chart if it's going to survive. So let's see how this one goes. Just thought it'd be quite an interesting thing to examine for anyone who is a crypto professor, or you want to learn more about, how I look into projects after I ape into pre-sale just by reading the docs. Okay, next project we're going to talk about is, of course, Arbitrum Land, which is launched. We launched it on Monday this week. It's been open for 4 days. I just finished I'm doing a lot of short videos for it, just explaining the different elements of the map. Essentially, this is a passive income DApp on Arbitrum, where gas is super cheap and uses Ethereum. You can earn Ethereum with it. You can come into the castle where you can deposit ETH 0.003 minimum, which is $7, or maximum has no maximum. Deposit your ETH into it. You can earn then ETH rewards out in Ethereum by the amount of nights that you have. Now, it's very complex with lots of checks and balances for this. We do have a compound fee function. There is a whale tax on ROI wallets, which will burn out your principal. Nights won't touch your ETH. Your ETH doesn't get touched. Your rewards don't get touched, but your nights will. So kind of gamifies it a lot more. We've had a lot of sustainable mechanics. The ROI on this, sorry, the APR on this is topped at 1%, but you can also come to the Wizard Tower, boost your yield by purchasing potions, which can give you 30%, up to 30% more yield than other players, which some people have already purchased potions, which is pretty cool to see. So they've seen the huge advantage of you can get 30% more yield than everyone else in the protocol. Then, I mean, you're winning basically the game. It is a game, high risk, high reward game. The ETH that you put into Castle Arb is locked in here, and you have to play the game. And the whole idea is to get more ETH out than you put in. You can also refer and earn with this, which is a huge, great way to earn ETH directly into your wallet from joining the affiliate, basically. Everyone can get a link from Castle Arb, then you can come down and look at your tree. And I just built this yesterday. I'm really happy about it. So you can click on your downline and see who invested what and how many times they have invested, because each downline can only generate rewards for you 3 times. So that's why at the end of the downline there, we'll have a 1. Because each of these wallets have invested once. So I've earned some ETH from that. Just a little bit, 0.00013, which I could put to Ethereum and it could pay my gas for my Pithos, essentially. So I'm not going to talk too much about Arbitrum Land because I've talked about it so much this week, but it is running. The TVL is rising, which is nice to see. Nice gradual rise. We're up to 11.5 ETH, which is probably about $30,000, I think, inside the contract. So nice and stable start to a long-term passive income project, which I'm going to be putting a lot of work in. Yeah, just crept over $30,000 with this ETH price. Nice to see. Cool. And 11 seconds ago, we just had a new deposit. Cool. So you can come on chain on the contract. You can see there's some deposits, there's some withdrawals, there's some compounds. Compounds also buy into the platform as well. So compounds are positive actions in Arbitrum Land, not negative. Interesting thing to know, right? When you know, you know. Right, the next one we're going to check out is Gnome, which I had great fun with this one about 3 weeks ago, where the chart went completely bananas. I did like a 200x or what? No, 100x, sorry. I did a 100x. I cut my profit. This one I did really well, actually. Well, when looking at the pre-sale for Plutus, and I was too slow. This one shot up quite fast, but it had 2 or 3 moonshots in the chart, and I was able to really skim a lot of profit out of this. We joined it just before the pump on this channel, and yeah, we went up for, it's even more than that. Here it says 4,000%, but it was definitely more. But it was great, and it's still doing quite well. So the chart tells the story. This is on Solana. I use Phantom Wallet with Gnome. You have 2 options when playing this game. You can just come to their website, gnme.com, I believe it's called, gnmemining.com, and you can just come down to the deck screener thing and buy the token. It's on Solana, basically no gas, instantaneous transactions, and then you can do that, right? Or you can mine it, and I really like the mining of it because it's fun, and crypto should be fun. This should all be fun, you know. That's why we made Arbitrum Land look so ridiculous, because the contract's solid and it's a really great smart contract, but crypto should be fun, right? That's why we're doing this, right? To get rich, have fun. And it's a game. So the game is, of course, do you invest in the mining or do you invest in the token? Do you trade the token? It has no tax on buys or sells. It's 20% down today. It is well down from its all-time high, which was a week ago now. Yeah, we are 50% down from all-time high now, which is a nice time for buying, right? I have quite a lot of this token still. In my wallet, I have 9,700 GNME, which is about, I can't remember how much, 13 sol, roughly. So that's a couple, $2,000 roughly of GNME. This is my moon bag, and the rest of it was just taken out as profit. Put it aside, put some in the engine, put some in my pocket. Good times all around. The way this works, if you want to mine it, is cool. So the gamification of this is great. The mining of the Gnome token happens in Telegram with a bot. And the cool thing about Gnome is that it has this great little halving schedule, which is unlike anything I've ever seen. It started in August and it had 1 halving already, went up to the maximum emission per day from the mining. Then it went to the first halving, and you can see here the emissions were halved from 20,000 a day available tokens to all miners to now 10,000. And it will have another halving in October 23rd, which is less than a month away now. And this halving will put the emissions down to 5,000, right? Each time there's a halving, the length between the halvings double and the token emissions half, right? So it's a doubling and a halving at the same time. Now, what this means is to mine this token is going to get more and more expensive, and it's also going to get harder to do it. You're going to need more power to mine the token. This should, in theory, make the price go up because it's harder to find the token. So therefore, if they can keep building demand for this, it should go up. This is all basically betting on the development team that they're going to be bringing out something else to make it positive, right? We've got some questions. Before I get deeper with the Gnome, let's check out some questions. So we have XJ Merck. He is saying, so what token do we buy, Meander or Plutus? Well, okay. So from the docs, it says Meander is a fixed supply deflationary token. So this token will go down in token supply as the game progresses, and the token they can't mint any more tokens. So in theory, as the token supply goes down, and you need this to play the game, this should not saying guaranteed, but it should go up in price, right? It could go down in price. We don't know. Plutus is the token which is generated when we're staking in the platform, right? So I'm already earning more Plutus now. I've earned another 10,000 Plutus tokens, right? So anyone who's playing this game is continuously earning Plutus tokens. Plutus tokens have no no max supply, so they'll continually mint more and more Plutus as the game develops. So you take in the theory of supply and demand, you need Meander to get yourself Pythos to earn the Plutus token. So therefore, Meander should be quite valuable. Supply and demand, the Plutus token is emitted continuously with the mechanics of the contract. So therefore, the price of this, the best example of a token which continually emits and always puts out more supply, I would have to say is probably Cake from PancakeSwap, which should be worth so much more, but the just emissions continue for so long that the token is always bogged down by the amount of tokens that are being emitted every day, right? So I don't think the Plutus token has the capability to do a moonshot. It might in short term, but I would probably say Meander is the token that you should be looking into purchasing if you were to choose to buy it, right? But at the moment, we can see there are more reds than greens on Meander. So anyway, let's check out some more comments. We have Brett. I'm not touching it with that gas. Brett's afraid of gas. It's only going to go up. Grab some Andy instead. Brett loves Andy. He does. He loves Andy. Brett and Andy are like this. Andy is a coin on the Ethereum network. Andy. Let's have a look at Andy then. Brett, Brett's been telling me to buy Andy for, God, months and months. And every time he tells me it's when it's pumping. He never tells me when it dumps. Let's get the Andy. Okay, this is Andy ETH. Don't do Andy Blast, do Andy ETH. If we take the max on this chart, yeah. So the time to buy Andy was around. It's still time to buy Andy, to be honest. This chart is looking good. Zero, yeah. It was way down, and now it's come back up. It is up 119% from a month ago, doing very well. So a lot of people have been talking about Andy recently, and you have good reason to talk about it. It is probably going to rip in the bull run. So I should buy Andy. I'm going to buy Andy, not on stream now, but I'm going to buy Andy soon. Is it trending? It's not trending though. See, Brett, it's not trending. But yeah, probably a good buy. The other one, what was it? Land Wolf, I think. Wolf, was that the one everyone's talking about as well? Yeah, Land Wolf. God, there's so many of them. I'm going to guess it's the top one. Is it on ETH? Yeah, there's another one that people are quite high on at the moment. Land Wolf. Yeah, the chart as well is. These are all in the boys. The boys would be Pepe, Land Wolf, Andy, Brett, right? They're all from the Matt Fury comics. So in theory, all of them should pump at the same time because they're kind of in a meme family now. So that's why they're pumping. Richie, good comment. Thanks. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Good evening. Good evening. Let's go. Says Cookies in Crypto. That's a great name. Cookies in Crypto. Best bridge is on Polygon Land. I use it all the time. That's a change now. I kind of had an argument with them, so I don't use them anymore. But if it works for you, it works for you. They kind of piss me off, but I've talked about that before. Yo, let's go. Right. So the getting back to Gnome. Sorry, we're just doing some call outs, shout outs. Yeah, at the end of the halvings, the very end, in the future, when we're live on stream still in August 23rd, 3129, only 0.6 Gnome token will be able to be farmed. So I like that halving. It's just really going very far. In terms of short-term future, we're looking probably like 2026, where only 600 will be able to be farmed. So this will be really hard to get quite soon. Now, the way that GNME works is you can mine it in Telegram. So it's a bot. Link in the description for the bot. You can see when you load up the bot, it will ask you to deposit Solana into it. So it opens up a Telegram wallet for you, gives you a wallet address. You just copy the wallet address and then send your Solana token into this. It immediately arrives. Then you can check your balance here by clicking on the little briefcase thing saying check balance. So it says I have 0.28 Sol. Now, once you have Sol in your mining account, you can then buy hash power, and buying hash power is what creates your hash for mining the token, and you're competing with everyone else who has hash power. You can check out the global stats, which is a good way of knowing what's going on today in their network, right? So the global stats are that the current emission is following the halving schedule, which is 10,000 Gnome token emitted every day. There are 418 people mining. The global hash power is huge. Now there's a 1.3 million hash power, and the next halving is 25 days. Okay, so if I look at mine now, I go to user stats. This shows my stats, what I've been doing in this game. So I have purchased 6,200 hash power so far, which is 6.2 Solana I've invested into this mining so far. And it's given me 0.45% of the contract, right? Basically, any referrals I get, I just send them into the back end, essentially, is what I'm doing. And the estimated daily mining rewards that I'm getting at the moment is 45 Gnome tokens, right? So at these current prices, which is a little bit low from all-time high, the 45 Gnome tokens, so I'm making 0.06 Solana daily from this app, which is quite nice. Most of it I'm still stacking. Sometimes I cut off some profit for like 1 Solana or something like that. So what's that, 0.06? Yeah, so about $10. So it's $10 a day, and I've invested, what was that investment again that I put in there? 6.9 Solana, right? So I put 6.9 Solana in there at the moment, which is $1,000, right? So I'm making $10 a day from a $1,100 investment, and already pretty much, I'm already on top with this game because I joined early, and that's one of the things you got to think about when you join these projects. Is it early? If it's early, then I'm a go. If it's later, then I really need to think about, does it have legs to keep going? Because it has this emission schedule, which is always cutting in half. Kind of makes me think it does have the legs, but they do need to release more use case. For example, right, if I was going to improve this project, the one thing that I get frustrated about Gnome is that I have, 10,000 tokens here sitting in my wallet, and all I can do is just watch the chart, like a meme coin or something, right? And just wait for it to go up or wait for it to go down. I could put it into concentrated pools, but because it's so volatile, I'd lose my shirt, right? If I put my Gnome token into the pools at any point in, at this point or that point, or even now, if it goes down another 50%, that means I'm going to be losing the Solana I'm pairing with it. I'm going to be losing my market value of it, and it's not going to be worth it for the APR rewards. So really, what this protocol needs, in my opinion, is another token. Yeah, if I was able to mine the Gnome token, then pair my Gnome token with Solana to farm something else, that I could use with, and then in their ecosystem could do something, that would be the perfect ecosystem for this game, I think. So I think it's one issue is possibly that there's just nothing that I can do currently with the token that's just sitting in my wallet, apart from sell it or buy it. And that's fine, but that's how I would tweak it and improve it. Right, so that's Gnome. I do think it is going to do well, though. So I'm going to continue investing. So like I said, I have some Sol here. So I want to buy more hash power because 0.45% is not where I want to be. I'd like to be 1% of all the global hash. That'd be amazing. But then I need to put in another 6 Solana. So I'm doing it gradually. So we come to buy hash power, and then I can take 0.1 Sol is the minimum, which is what, $10. And I put 0.1 Sol in and I earn more tokens. That's it. Yep. And then get a little AI generation of a guy hammering some stuff. Good stuff. That's what I like about this. Right, so that is Gnome mining. Hopefully it's got the kick in to keep going. Oh, and one other thing why this project is pretty solid as well is when I put that Solana in, right, 0.1%, 0.1 Solana, what happens to the Solana? Where does it go, right? So of course, some of the Solana will be going to whoever created this contract and the development team behind it. That's always what happens, right? But other parts of the Solana are brought in for a buy and burn, which is, I think, about 30% of the Solana I put in right there was bought the token and burned out of supply. So it's going down. This will become deflationary. Once the halving schedule gets lower, the coin will also be lower in supply and demand, right? And the other, I think it's about 60% or 40% goes right into liquidity, locked liquidity, building a liquidity floor. So these are really smart tokenomics because the more liquidity it has, the less this chart will start to look so chaotic, right? It will be much harder to pump and dump the token. $3.9 million market cap on Solana can easily go to 50 million, 100 million in the bull. So that's why I'm continuing to play the Gnome game, the long Gnome game. Let's check out another protocol. Yeah, MintstakeShare. He's going. So he's kind of in we're in a holding pattern, I think, at the moment with MintstakeShare. The price has come down slightly from the, we've got 2 charts now, cool. So it's come down slightly from the kind of recovery from that last exploit. So if you don't know, MintstakeShare is on the Binance Smart Chain and is also on Base Chain. I would suggest joining Base Chain if you were to go in. New stake just arrived, so it's still active and it is doing very well and it does have legs. So the exploit was a big issue because it was the second exploit, actually. You can find the first exploit by coming back over here, and there's the first one. And for the same reason, so at the moment, I say holding pattern because the contract for MintstakeShare is currently being audited by PeckShield, which is their 3rd audit, I think, to try and figure out how to protect the platform from any more exploits. This is taking longer than first thought, which in my opinion, is a good thing because the longer it takes to fix a problem means that they're actually working harder to fix the problem, right? And it should be fixed. So holding pattern means that this token is just sitting around about the 7 to 8 cents level at the moment until a solution is announced and we all get the confidence to start aping more capital into the project. Because for me, I really want to put more ETH into base chain, right? I really want to start building up a bigger bag in base chain. But the issue being, with the question over will we have to migrate base chain as well? Are we only migrating the Binance Smart Chain? So at the moment, I'm just doing my same strategy basically. 5-2. I compound 5 days a week, and I claim I compound 5 days a week, and I claim 2 days a week, and this is what I've been doing continuously with the Binance Smart Chain one. So if we come to stake, my balance in this is looking good. I hit 1 million. Yeah, I hit 1 million. I got there, but then I claimed because it's a 5-2. So now I have to compound past 1 million and beyond because I don't really want to go be under 1 million tokens anymore. It's a nice little buffer to be at. So the plan now, compound above 1 million and then restart my 5-2 strategy so that therefore mathematically I can never go below 1 million tokens again. So I'll just continually be earning endless amounts of endless MSS tokens, which is great because then you can sell them for BNB and we can also sell them now for ETH. That's why I want to build up my base chain. This is definitely the strongest protocol I'm talking about today. It's done the best, it's made the most money, and that's why, that's what we want to hear about passive income. It's also the oldest, I think. We have another one that's older, actually, we're going to talk about after this, but yeah, it's the oldest one as well. So it is battle tested, but being battle tested more now by PeckShield to be super solid. So looking forward to the announcement from Aaron when we get the green light. Then I think it's going to go really fun with this one. To invest into MintstakeShare, you need to decide what to do first. You have two options. You can either mint the token or you can swap the token. If you go to the mint page, you'll see some statistics will pop up, or they should pop up, that'll show you which chain is cheaper to buy on, and it will also show you if it's cheaper to mint or to swap the token. I can pretty much guarantee right now you're cheaper swapping, so you just come to swap, and then you can spend BNB. So for example, you take 1 BNB, you would get 7,600 MSS tokens. Then you can decide, do you want to just hold the token in your wallet, speculate on the price going up or down, hopefully up, or do you want to stake it to get the compound interest, continuous earning from it? When you stake it, it is locked in there permanently. So generally, I would suggest staking because that's the fun of the game, right? If you want to buy the token, there's a 3% tax. If you want to sell the token, there's a 9% tax. So you can have to do your maths around that as well. Once you're staking, you then get available balance. So my available balance at the moment is 2,700 tokens here, right? So if I, for example, compounded these, I would be able to compound the full number of tokens, which is 2% daily. But if I decided to claim the tokens, then I would only get half of that. So it's a 1% daily to claim, which is 1,300 tokens, right? At the same time, if I claim out 1,300 tokens, my deposits will also go down by 1,300 tokens. So that's also important. So that's how we work the MintstakeShare game, right? You're trying to balance out your compounds to build your balance while also claiming to get your ROI at the same time. Finding that nice little balancing point between earning and not earning. This is a mechanic which was brought out by PulseChain initially, and it was also added into Arbitrum Land. I don't know. I coded this. Well, we coded this 180 days ago, so it was also in there 180 days ago as well. But MintstakeShare got theirs out first, and this is a great platform. All these stakes are coming in, but it's the same wallet. I think must be some kind of bug. Anyway, and base chain. Just click on base. You move over to base chain, where I would suggest starting. To be honest, looks. I'm enjoying it. I've got a small wallet here of 13,000 tokens, and all we're doing with this one is 100% max compound. Boom. Let's go. Yeah, that's right. We have some comments. 75K in MSS? What the fuck? Yeah, we got in really early into this one, and these accounts are not mine, by the way. These are our NFT collections. So the MintstakeShare accounts on this wallet that ends in 5A3 are both owned by the SCC DAO, right? Meaning that the ETH and the BNB that we're earning from this will go into the Eternal Engine, and then it gets sent to our NFT holders once a month. So it is, I wanted to do it this way because if we take another platform that's similar to this one, like Drip, made so much money from Drip, tried to airdrop as much as possible. But the issue with airdrop and Drip was always that it went into your stake balance, and then you could only earn the interest on it and get it out eventually, which always was fun. It took a lot of time airdropping, but it didn't benefit as many people as I wanted to benefit with it. The beauty of this one is you can see we've only claimed out 96,000 tokens so far because I'm playing a strong compound game with this, but it means that these tokens that we're pulling out are all being redistributed to our DAO, and that's great for me because it just means that I think that this platform will become much bigger than it is right now, and the potential for bankrolling an entire DAO of degenerates is going to be fantastic. And then we all win, and then it means that I don't have any monkey on my back thinking that oh, look at my Lambo, and then I'm lonely and I don't have any friends. I'd rather have a big DAO of everyone happy than just be alone with intangible tokens, essentially, right? So that's why we're building it this way. That's the way of the DAO. That's it. SEC DAO. Good for you and them. Yeah, join. You can join the DAO today if you want. You just need to buy the NFT. Our raffle still has a couple rounds left. I think there are 5 raffle rounds left on the NFT. So you can get in for $8 of ETH on Polygon to buy a ticket for the raffle. We've done 145 NFT been done in the raffle in the past year. We have, there are on this round for Rally, we still have 13 tickets left on Rally. And after Rally, I think there are 4 left after that. Then after that, once they're all raffled, that's when it does get quite expensive to join the membership club because you have to buy them on OpenSea, with the floor price today being, wow, what a poop. Kind of want to buy that one. What is that? Heidi. Look at Heidi. Hello, Heidi. Heidi, 0.12 ETH. Quite a good floor price. Only 0.02 ETH above the mint price. Wow, that's a really stunning one. So that's the cheapest listed one at the moment. I did list the NFTs on CoinGecko, so I'm just waiting for a reply from them, and hopefully we'll be able to find our DAO membership on CoinGecko. But anyway, so MintstakeShare, all going well. And yeah, suicide compounding on base and DCAing. So I've got 5,000 tokens here as well, just because I want to speculate on the price moonshotting once this keeps going up, once we get the word back and the migration's done. So maybe there might be some more token dipping in the price, 0.075 at the moment. We could go lower, we could go higher before the migration. My instinct tells me that the price might dip a bit more, which would be great because it's another opportunity to scoop up some more cheap tokens and get 2% daily compounded interest on them, which is unbelievable. So I'm game for that. Last one we're going to talk about is a protocol I haven't talked that much about, to be honest, in my YouTube. I think only twice, but I was looking at it today and it's doing really well. So Paca Finance is a very simple platform that works by you invest USDT on the Binance Smart Chain, and then you get paid out 0.33% daily on your invested USDT. You lock your USDT for 250 days. After 250 days, you get your USDT back, and you also earn your daily 0.33% interest. So I've been playing with this for a while now. You can see I've locked, I did another lock today because I earned $94, and you can either compound it or you can claim it out. Minimum compound's 20, minimum claim is $25. And these have all been compound buys. So over the last 20 days, I've compounded over $150 I've compounded back into this platform from a $1,200 initial investment. Before I was just leaving this $1,200 to earn me the USDT, then I was just claiming it out. But then I was thinking about it, it was last, because generally the thought is that they won't be able to continue to pay forever. So you get kind of, I'll just claim out beforehand and then I will be de-risked, right? Which is great strategy always. Claim out, de-risk yourself, and then everything else is house money. So I haven't ROI'd on the 1,200 yet. But then I thought, well, I've already pulled out like $400, I think I took out over these like 100 days. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. So I've just now decided, that over the past month, I'm just gonna do bi-weekly compounding of this initial investment of 1,200 to start growing this larger. So at the moment, with 1,372 invested from the compound interest included, I'm earning $5 a day here. So it means if I had 10,000 in here, would be $50 a day. And that's turning into quite big amounts of cash. So this is really standing the test of time. You might be thinking now, like, Richie, how are they doing this? Do they have a money tree? Do they have like a magic USDT printing machine? No. What they do is really simple. All the deposited cash, which at the moment is $3 million, is sent into concentrate liquidity pools. They manage the pools, they yield farm on the pools, then they send the earned crypto from the concentrated pools to the stakers, right? And then at the end of the lock period, they can then withdraw their locked crypto, and that's it. Or you can decide, no, I'm going to lock again because I got paid out all year. Why not? Right? So the one hesitation you might have with this is the lock period. So I was in on this on day one, which was now over 150 days ago, I think, 140 days ago. This means that in 109 days, this will be unlocked, and also this will be unlocked. Now, this could be a concern because that means a lot of the day one stakers in this platform might decide, oh, I'm done. I just want to take my principal investment back, and then I'm going to go do something with it, right? And that would be the real test of the platform to show if the $3 million is really there and can they afford for the mass unlocking, right? That will be the biggest test this protocol will have seen. So that would be the one hesitation I would have. But at the same time, I hesitated about this just claiming out instead of compounding. And actually, I would have been able to compound way more capital at 0.33% daily. And this one as well is early, so it's 0.4%. So I would have actually been able to compound way more if I'd just, gone for that strategy instead. So yeah, so now I'm going for it, and best of luck to everyone in it because so far, it's doing great. So I thought I'd mention it at the end of this because we talked about a lot of high risk stuff there, right? We talked about Meander, which let's check the chart. How we doing? We are still okay. We're finding a floor. That's okay. We talked about Arbitrum Land, which is 1%, and it is an ROI DApp. So I definitely it's in high risk, right? Because your ETH is in the contract. If you don't play the game right, or other people play the game better than you, then you might not win, right? It's not guaranteed to win in Arbitrum Land, but you do have a pretty good chance of it because I'm going to be continuing to work on it. Even if you take the platform we put out last year, Polygon Land, still working on it, because Arbitrum Land is working to feed into Polygon Land, so I'm not giving up on these dApps. So now the TVL of Polygon Land is up to 28,000 Pol token. When we launched Arbitrum Land, it was 25,000. So the TVL is rising. As the TVL rises in Polygon Land, we will start to see a larger APR. The APR will start to creep up as well, which could cause some FOMO, which I'm hoping for. So as with Arbitrum Land as well, then it's not like I'm just going to launch it and forget about it. We're actually adding new additions to it quite soon. I want to build a buy-in game. So the idea is this: when the bot I'm making is a Telegram bot, so it's going to track all buys within a 24-hour period in ETH into Arbitrum Land. They will then mathematically find how much ETH has been invested in a 24-hour period. All people who deposit will be put into a raffle. Then one person who deposited in the 24-hour period will win 0.5% of all the ETH that was put in that day, and it will be sent to their wallet. So it's a way of incentivizing people to continue to join and buy in small, just to try and get tickets and grow the TVL. Because we're doing it with the bot, it means it's completely provably fair. And I'm about halfway through coding it at the moment, but once I get that running, it's going to be awesome. We're just going to have big, nice buy raffle days. And we can set it as well to run every 24 hours. It means, say, if one day we get 2 ETH of volume, right? And 0.5% 2 ETH is pretty good. That's, a nice little bag of cash that you're just getting free because you invested anyway. If you don't invest on that day, then you would not be in the draw. More people invest, the less chance you have of winning it. But then the higher the prize pot, the less people invest, the higher chance you have of winning it, but then the lower the price pot, right? And say no one invests, then you could quickly just snipe in a buy, and then you would get 0.5% of your buy back to your wallet, right? So that's what I'm building. I think it will be about a week before we launch it, and it will just run 24/7 in Telegram and seamlessly, right? After we do that, then I might also build a leaderboard for it so that we can kind of show who's doing, winning the most with that. And we could probably put the leaderboard somewhere in the map. Just continuing to build it and gamify it, right? And yeah, so that's pretty much the stream. Paca, MintstakeShare, Gnome, Arbitrum Land, and Meander. These are the ones I'm enjoying at the moment. I was tempted to put Titan X on this, but I'm pretty much out of the ecosystem at the moment and considering how to re-enter it. So because I'm not totally clued up on TitanX, decided not to speak so much about TitanX today. But yeah, NFT Investments agrees. Paca is quality. It is. It's a great platform. Good stuff. Okay, I'm going to head off for the evening and make some dinner. It's already 10 o'clock. I'm hungry. Cool. So be good to each other. All the links for today's projects are in the description. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. I'll be live tomorrow on stream with the team from BNB Mafia, which is a currently running play-to-earn game, a Mafia-style play-to-earn game on the Binance Smart Chain and on Pulse Chain. It looks great, so I've decided to join it and make a family and start a crime syndicate in my game where we're going to assassinate people and do drug raids and, you know, get some prostitution rings going all on chain. It's not real, don't worry, it's just a game. But we'll be doing that tomorrow live on stream. So it'll be about 7 p.m. UK time. I'll be streaming with Cult DeFi, and he's going to basically introduce me to the game because I've never played it. I've been looking at it. It's really in depth, and I need a little bit of help from him to get involved. So he's going to show me live on stream how to enter it with zero knowledge is what's going to happen. This is BNB Mafia here, by the way, bnbmafia.io. So you create a family by creating a profile for, I think it's like $5 or something. And then you can join in. They have 147 BNB in the vault. When the BNB reaches 500 BNB, the game actually starts. So this is pre-game. We're still early on this one. That's why I also decided to get into it. But you can see the payouts that people are getting from this already. This guy's getting 1.3, 0.5, 0.8, 1.4 BNB. A lot of BNB being earned in this platform just from joining families and playing around. So cool. Figured I'm in, make a family, take over this game, kill everyone. You can actually die in this game too, which I found out, which is pretty cool. So that's BNB Mafia. Looking forward to checking out that one too. Peace, Crypto Mischief. Be good to each other. See you tomorrow for the stream on BNB Mafia. And don't get wrecked.